Hi everyone, welcome to yet another episode of the Career Cruise podcast. If you're new here, welcome. If you've been here with us, welcome back again. Career Cruise podcast, this is where we discuss all matters career, your growth, your good stories, your bad stories, your fumbles, your humble moments, your high moments, and even just your ideas towards pivoting or rather transitioning to other places. Is this the career you've always been wanting to do? Are you in your happy place? You want to know all that. And so we discuss all that. We also give you an exposure on different careers, or rather an eye into different careers, and also just discuss ways in which you can manage ourselves regardless of what level of career that we are in at the moment, while we are aiming for the high places that we want to go. Career Cruise podcast is a baby of Networking in Heels, which is an event that I host. It's a women empowerment and mentorship forum that has events taking place every 3 months, and there we discuss a lot of these topics. So we thought, why not bring them out to a larger audience, a wider audience, people who can always replay them even if it's in the middle of the night when they are thinking about, what am I going to do with myself, what am I going to do with my career, because your career is a very, very important part of your life. And when I say career, I mean your job that you're employed to do professionally, and even the business that you're running, that's still your career. So employment in all its forms, that's your career generally. So that's what we're all about here. We're talking to the young people who are looking for direction. We're talking to the people who are already in their journey and they're, needing tools to navigate every step of the way. And we're even talking to the older people who've been there, done that, and they'd like to give us their wisdom and come and share with us their experiences. We're talking to all of you here. Come and join us here. Write in, let's share, let's discuss. And for those who are willing to come and sit with me, let's delve into these topics further and in a better way and in an even more richer way, because your experiences will make the conversation even richer. So welcome to Career Cruise podcast. Today I want us to talk about networking effectively. So a few weeks ago, I was invited to speak to a graduating class of business and entrepreneurship students at somewhere in Kenyatta University. So they wanted to know from me, the host of Networking in Heels, the founder of Networking in Heels, what it is like, how can they network effectively? How can they go about networking in a way that suits them, how to help them to build their businesses and careers. And I thought, why not share this conversation with you people here, because I love you very much. And I also want you to know how to network effectively. I also want you to practice some of these skills and then come back and give me feedback. Tell me what worked, what didn't work. But generally, you can always come back to this, topic and then listen to and take notes one by one. So I'll just dive into it as quickly as possible, but I'll not rush through. So because I want you to understand and I want you to internalize what it is like to network effectively. And I'm saying this because these are things that I have done. I've failed at some of them and I've done well at others. So I felt the need to just put it together and share with you. When you're going into networking, obviously you're thinking about making and maintaining relationships. These relationships definitely will affect your personal life, will affect your career, will affect your businesses, will affect your academic lines, they'll affect your opportunities, and mostly positively, will affect your health even, there's a lot of health tips I've gotten from people who I just met and networked with, and they're like, oh, you should try 1, 2, 3, and I'm like, I had no idea. And so when I go home and try whatever I've been told to, whatever we've been discussing, this is such a hack. And I'll be like, hey, thank you for the tip you gave me. It's been fantastic, so networking is not just about, oh, I'm going to get a job out of this, or I'm going to get a client out of this. No. Just when your interpersonal relationships, it's good to enrich your social capital, Some of the ways to network effectively. Number one, start off with goals, okay? So don't just shoot blindly and, say a prayer and hope you catch something. No. So prepare yourself and, of course, set goals. Just know what you want to achieve from networking, whether you're networking online via LinkedIn or whatever other platform there is. With this something called, I think, reputation. I'm not sure. I'll confirm. Let me not lie to you. So yeah, just know what you want to get out of it. I remember when I was working in a sales job, I paid for LinkedIn Premium, and I got into a thing called the Sales Navigator, and that was it. I was there to make sales. I was there to get into the ears of the people who are making those decisions for purchasing for companies, okay? And that's what I was using that tool for. So I had a goal. And of course, in the process, I got mentorship, for a few opportunities for mentorship. I also got more opportunities than I was thinking, were even available. I got some open doors, even if they were not necessary for me or relevant for me, but I could see that happening because I've gotten into networking, especially because I got there with a goal. The other thing that you want to do, if you're going to start attending networking events, research these events, okay? Don't just go to any event. Okay, of course, ladies, come to networking in heels, but don't just go to any event. So, just research the events, understand what's happening in those events, and find the key context and even the kind of people that you are expected to be there. Then you develop a networking strategy. So, of course, you set a goal. Now, make a strategy. The goal is to go to CBD. So, the strategy is the how. How you're going to get there. And then of course, number one, you'll diversify. So, yes, you'll come to networking in heels. Every time we announce an event, you're coming. But don't just come to networking in heels every 3 months. Go for other events in between, so that you're diversifying your pool, the pool to get these networking experiences from, and the pool to even put your knowledge in, okay, to practice so of course you'll attend conferences, seminars, please jump onto webinars on LinkedIn, attend lives, and just see what even informal meetups, I'm seeing a lot of gosh guys, I'm not plugging events or anything, but there's concerts, and you just never know where you'll meet that life-changing hello, that high that will change your life. You just never know where you'll get it. And please also go to church. Think good things happen at church, guys. Okay? For those who are religious, that is. For networking, I'd say also as a strategy, leverage your social media platforms. Please don't have a dead LinkedIn page. Don't have dead pages and then say you never meet anyone. If your pages are dead, let it be dead, because your life qua ground equal lit. Just make sure if you're not online, then means your life is happening away from it. But if you're looking to network and to expand your networking horizon, please leverage your social media pages, all of them. Okay. The other thing also, I'd say, a lot of us just imagine knowing 100 people is where it's at. No. Focus on quality and not quantity. Sometimes, so many people, it's an energy drainer. It's not very nice, and sometimes you end up developing such poor quality connections with all these people. And I don't even think you can maintain good connections with more than 20 people. Just my opinion. But come back and tell me what you're doing, because for me, more than 20, I'm starting now to breathe hard, I'm having a problem. So focus on good quality connections, because then those are the ones that open you up to these other many people, but you still rotate around your good quality connections. Okay, so then you're focusing on very good quality connections that then builds for you the quantity that you want. Okay, and of course show genuine interest. Ask people about themselves when you go into networking. Just focusing on yourself. My name is Violette. This is what I want. This is what I do. No. I'm talking to someone who also has a life. They had a life before I started talking to them 3 minutes ago. So I want to know about their life. Do they have a dog? Where do they put the dog when they go home for Christmas? Do they travel with the dog to the village? Things like that. It doesn't sound like it's a life-changing question or a strategic question. But, just be interested in people's lives. You'll be so surprised at what comes out when you just show genuine interest in people's lives beyond the obvious. Because, we all here, we know it's a networking event. We all know we are here to hit and make deals and whatever. But if you're the person who's not necessarily going for the kill immediately, you create a warmer bond with the person that you're talking to. Just my opinion. Try it. Let me know. Let me know what you actually are doing as I'm saying this. The other thing I said in an earlier episode, please, your elevator pitch, perfect it. When somebody asks you, so tell me about yourself, what do you do? That's not a time to be, stumbling and fumbling and arm. You're wasting time. Your elevator pitch is always here at the, at the tip of your fingers. You're able to say it immediately, and the message is home, and this person already can tell. Even if it's speed networking and you're going to the next person very quickly, and that's okay, but you've left them with a knowledge and an insight and clear information on what it is that you're about. So then if they're going away from the event, they'll remember, I met this person and this is what they say they're interested in, or this is what they're about. Then it will be easy for them to pick up from there, So practice that. Make sure you can say it. Make sure it's at your DNA level. That's your messaging. We're talking about the personal branding. The elevator pitch cannot be left out of networking activities. But of course, engage in conversations. Please, guys, when someone is talking to you, don't do yes, no, maybe. No, those are not, ask open-ended questions. And even when someone asks you a question, don't respond like they're bothering you. So how are you? Yes. The weather today? No. Come on. So have an engaging conversation. You don't have to be the loudest person in the room. You don't have to be the most extroverted person in the room. But there's ways that you can have conversation with someone that leads to something good coming out of it, even if it's just for that particular day. A lot of these networking activities you will not carry everyone that you met into the event with you into your life, but please don't make it boring, at least not for yourself, okay? So have engaging conversations, share your knowledge. Maybe a speaker has talked about something and you felt, that was an interesting perspective. Share your knowledge as well with the people that you're discussing with. And, guys will be like, wow, this one, there's some depth there, so avoid being shallow, avoid being the one with the tepid takes, just relax into the moment and have conversations that are memorable, that are interesting, that are obviously strategic for what you want to build, because you're just not there to pass time, okay? What I'd say is that once you've made connections and maybe you've exchanged contacts with the people that you're talking to, the 2, 3, 4, 5 people that you've made connection with, please follow up. Please keep in touch, okay? It's not like you are losing dignity by saying, hi, it was nice to meet you at event XYZ. Don't be there saying, oh, let them reach out fast. I normally don't reach out fast. Your ego and pride will keep you in poverty, So reach out, stay in touch, send personalized messages, show genuine interest. You don't have to be bothering them and talking to them every single day after that, because now you start turning into a stalker. Or, especially if they're not responding, or it just looks like you're too eager, even if they're responding, but just keep it at an even pace. If you reach out, like, let's say, once a week, once in 2 weeks, they keep the connection going and find other things that maybe you could do outside that event where you met. And say, hey, by the way, I heard that you like to play golf. Do you want to do a round sometime? Do you want to play tennis? What else do people do these days? Maybe a concert would be a bit, I don't know. Find things that you can do that will build the conversation before you start going into concerts together, in my opinion. But tell me what you've done. So I want to hear that. The other thing, also provide value for your network. I believe that giving is more blessed to give than to receive. But of course, with networking, you also, you're supposed to receive. You're supposed to take what's on offer. However, don't just take and not have something to pour back. So pour back into the system so that the fountain stays fresh, stays strong, okay? So help people with their projects as far as you can. Of course, don't deplete yourself to make others happy, but offer help, offer a lending hand, offer insights. Someone say, hey, I just created this, do you want to check it out? Tell me what you think. I've had friends create apps and they're like, hey, I want you to try this, give it a spin. let me know what you think, and then we could work something out. And it's amazing. So yeah, let's do that for other people. Let's put reviews on their pages, support others as far as you can without necessarily depleting yourself or taking yourself away from your main cause. Maybe you're in the water manufacturing industry and this person is in tech. So if you take a few minutes to review their website, it's okay. It's not a bad thing. But then don't abandon what you're doing entirely to go and immerse yourself into what they're doing. We have to stay focused. We have goals here, guys, okay? So of course, be a connector. I might meet someone. Okay, I think I'm a connector. In fact, I am a connector. A lot of times I meet people and, I could meet someone and what they're doing, I'm not interested in what they're doing, and it's okay. I don't think it's a bad thing. And then, so instead of just dumping them, and I said this to the speech I was making, instead of just dumping them because whatever they're doing is not what I'm interested in, I'll be like, so I like what you're doing, it's very interesting, so I'm going to work the room. If I meet someone who's interested in your line of work or line of duty, I'll definitely send them to you. And I'll be like, and by the way, if you do meet someone who's doing XYZ that of course I've told you I'm interested in, send them my way, okay? Just point them out to me and tell them, that chick over there should be interested in what you're doing. So, be a connector. That could happen in a physical setting. But if I do meet someone, let's say on LinkedIn, and what they're doing, it's not even, it's outside my scope or my interest, I'll be like, oh, I've remembered I have a friend who is interested in such things. So I quickly connect these people. So yeah, be a connector. Keep the river flowing. Add value to your network in that way. The other thing, don't attend just one event. Attend networking events regularly, okay? Put it in your social calendar. From the inexpensive ones, from the free events to the inexpensive events, to the ones where it's actually a whole investment. So figure yourself out, figure what you want to achieve, figure how much you have to spend on these networking events. The spend is a spend of energy, a spend of time, and a spend of money. Sometimes some of these events are free, so they don't have to cost you anything, but then they cost you too much energy and too much time, it could be a variance of the three things that I've mentioned. So figure out what works for you. The time is good, the energy is good, and the financial implication works for you. Dive in by all means, but go for these things regularly. So then you practice the networking skills, and with time now it becomes almost a no-brainer what you need to do when you get into such spaces. And of course, engage in community events, okay? Don't be, I know it's a bit fashionable now to be a recluse and to be, I don't do peopling, I'm not into, mingling with people physically, but I can do it online or whatever. But just try to get out of there and have this, the real shoulder rub, let's rub shoulders, it has a way to just get you out of the immediate professional circle and expand your territories, expand your horizons by just going out to see what's happening in your community. I cannot overstate this, but let me just say it again. Leverage your social media, guys. Leverage your social media. Share content about what you do, about what your interests are. Share your opinions and perspectives on things that are happening. You may not be knowing about cloud seeding in Dubai, but hey, research about it. Google, search your way through things, so that when you're offering opinions, they are backed with facts, is whole body of works that you can reference, and that just sort of like builds your confidence. It makes you more able to share information, and people able to just tap from the knowledge that you've given, and that just definitely increases your chances of visibility and also being seen on the socials. And of course, be active on LinkedIn. Like, wow, guys, be active on LinkedIn. Business people, be active on LinkedIn. Professionals, be active on LinkedIn. Like, are we advertising LinkedIn? But yeah, just be active on LinkedIn. Something that I have not been doing very well, but I urge you to do, seek out a mentor, like seek mentorship. It's interesting that I know that mentorship works, but I have not been able to seek out mentorship properly. But yes, seek out mentorship and offer mentorship as well. So I offer mentorship, but I'm having a hard time getting a mentor. So seek out mentorship so that then you can have advice poured into you, and offer mentorship so that then you're paying it forward and helping others to shorten their journey to success. That's what mentorship really does. Like, it just removes you from the traffic jam and unclogs the pipes, and then you're able to move freely. Obviously, I am an advocate for being a forever student. I love going for trainings. I love going for conferences and seminars. So attend trainings, just be a continuous learner. And as you're learning continuously, you have more content to share with the world. You have more content to pour. You have more information to use as you're doing your work. So these things just enhance it. They really, especially the in-person trainings, they enhance your skills, your interpersonal skills, and they also enhance your work skills. So I think it's 2 in 1. So attend a lot of those. The other thing I'd say, which is very important, but most people just assume it or overlook it, please practice good etiquette. Like, you'll be so surprised. Good manners. I don't know, what does that say? Manners maketh a man. Yes, manners maketh a man. So yeah, practice good etiquette, respect people's time, be concise in your communication. When you say, hey, I have a question, and don't just say, mine is not a question, it's a comment. Come on, don't hog the mic or hog the opportunity to speak when you're networking. Give other people a chance as well. So then you're not in their ears too much, and they also have a chance to express themselves. It's good manners to give others the chance. The other thing I'd say is just show appreciation. If you get any help, any tip, anything just appreciate. Let the person know that what they did was valuable for you, or rather invaluable for you. Show gratitude. These are the things that give you they improve the energy around you. You're able to attract even more and more people to network with, and in turn, better prospects for your business or even your career advancement plans. Okay. What else can I say? Obviously, you evaluate yourself. Feedback all the time. Ask yourself, just see, when you reflect, practice reflection. Say, when I was talking to that gentleman, I don't think I did this well. Or maybe they came to say hi to me and I was busy eating a mandazi. And of course, my hello was not, it was mandazi with a mouthful. It was a hello with a mouthful of mandazi, and that was not too nice. So just evaluate yourself, evaluate your approaches, evaluate your strategies, and keep on improving yourself. You'll not be perfect on the first day. You won't even be perfect on the 10th time you go for networking events. But you'll be surprised, like after a year or two, surely, it's a no-brainer what you need to do. Word of caution, please don't be the person who's always at events. We want to see you working. We want to see you putting to use the information you're picking up when you go for these events. So yes, make it regular, but not your daily routine. So what are you doing about networking? What have you done to network effectively? Have you used any of these skills or tips that I've shared here? Write in, let us know. Let's keep the conversation going. Remember to share this episode with your friends. Invite others to come. Subscribe, and like, comment, tell everybody. Sharing is caring, and we must cruise along the journey of life upon Career Cruise. So I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye.